in the quarter, but they've started off with there, so they're on the attack.
So ball in the middle, and neither ruckman get the tap down. First kick goes for Belmont Lions towards half forward, or leading in strongly and taking a strong mark was Perry. Man on the mark's about 53 metres out, and he's a big fella if he gets a decent go at it.
Now, how can that be play on?
Umpire call play on, I think. Once he starts to move sideways, they're going to try and control the footy, obviously, East Geelong in this quarter. And so far they haven't been able to do that. And I guess the wind has been a significant factor in it. But they're not too sure where to go here as the umpire now calls play on. The kick into the man in the mark, that's not good footy at all in the back half. But Lachlan gets them out of trouble. To Murphy, middle of the ground, can't take the mark. Left foot kick for the Lions. And, mark badly dropped there for East Geelong by Bowman, but he gets away with it, takes it out wide, and Fox has helped him out with a mark in the back pocket. So Fox now, that's a much better kick. It's go high and wide and handsome, and off the pack, East Geelong do well at ground level. Now, there's been some smothering off the boot today. 2 minutes into the third quarter, no score in this quarter.
So Murphy takes the ball on the wing position for East Geelong, looking for an option to come forward. Robertson's available to him inbound. Can't make up his mind. Short chip kick up the wing, and a mark will be taken by Mawson. So Mawson right in front of the Belmont box. He chip kicks, so they're going to the possession type football opportunity now as the ball goes to Closter on the outer wing.
Well, I suppose, guys, the longer East hold the footy, the less chance Belmont have got to get in goal.
It's an opportunity to flood back, so they go backwards now to Nolan. Nolan takes the ball. They're going to come across the ground towards the commentary side. Coy has the ball. He comes out wide looking for Lachlan. Numbers favour Belmont Lions slightly, but Lachlan gets the ball. Handball's inbound looking for Coy. Coy gets it, breaks one tackle, then gets knocked free. Comes out, Chalice has the ball. He's tackled by Neville. Ball goes to Verbers, picked up by Cowland. Cowland back to Neville. Here comes Freddie Logan. He can't take the ball with him, though. He was off and away before the ball was accepted. Ball comes out now. Back to Coy. Coy at the centre-half back position for East Geelong. He comes forward and he's looking for Lachlan, who takes the ball on the wing position. Short chip kick in. Possession football. Play on's the call. Ball comes back to Chalice from Bowman and goes forward looking for Murphy. Murphy takes the ball in front of the cricket nets on the Cardinia Park end of the ground. He's looking for a lead. He goes inbound now, looking for great mark. Oh, no, it was spilled off hands. Ball comes to Mawson. Mawson comes back out, looking for Fernandez. Fernandez chips and kicks a...
8 goals straight, 48 Belmont Lions. De Grande Cycle and Sport third quarter scoreboard. As the kick in is not good because it's marked comfortably unattended by Murphy. He chips it forward to Verbers and tells him to hang fire. He kicked it into the full forward position, very low into the breeze, but no East Geelong players up there, and Belmont Lions far too easily have taken the ball out of defence, go to the middle of the ground. Coy is there. He can't get the bounce of the footy. Attacking it is Mayer. He has a bounce. Now the long kick. Goes towards the half-forward line. Maybe he had the sun in his eyes, everything against him. But, big job here for Coy. He's got Smith to beat in the contest. Now he's got numbers arriving for Belmont Lions. Canterbury picked the footy up. Has a shot, a little bit selfish there, I would have thought. Tip in the attacking area for Belmont Lions. Kicking in this quarter with the strong breeze to the eastern end. Good tap down there by Bolton for East Geelong. Takes the ball all the way to the...
Ball comes down. Canavan gets the ball. Comes out to Carroll. Carroll, handball's over, looking for Neville. Neville running off hand. Rogers running onto the ball. Goes back, though, in the East Geelong direction. They defend well. Neville picks up. Handball's out again to Carroll. Back to Neville, right in front of the social rooms. Ball comes out. Bolton intercepts, and he'll run it towards the boundary line and tackle. No, it's the ball still in. Pack of players dive on the ball, and the umpire will ball it up, or it is a throw-in finally.
I think he's going to ball it up.
He's going to ball it up. So Greg Cullen, right in front of the sponsors once again. Ball is thrown up. Tap to Bolton. Comes to ground. Again, players dive on the ball. East Geelong with the numbers. Lachlan there feeds the ball out, but knocked off hands by Johnson and out of bounds in the forward pocket for the Belmont Lions.
Suiting East Geelong, Grubby.
Yeah, it is. They're bottling up well.
So ball comes in. Rankin snap kick, and defending back deep I think is Evans for East Geelong. So he will bring it out to the commentary side of the ground. It's going all the way out. Ververs in leads in the race for the ball with Neville, and the ball will be out of Belmont. They haven't got the same vigour as early. So ball comes back in, goes past Chalice. Oh, kicking in danger without a doubt. Carroll just put the boot right in there, and the ball goes to Robertson, but they've paid advantage, so the ball goes to Mawson. He'll come forward to Cluster. Cluster at centre half forward. Good tackle off play by Belmont Lions. They go forward now by Vermeulen. Vermeulen goes back into the centre, a big kick. Goes off hands. It's a wrestle, 2 on the ball. Numbers are forming around the pack again in the centre of the ground. Ball comes out now to, is that Rankin? No, I think it might be.
No.
Coming forward. And Evan Cowlin. Chris Fox takes the ball. He'll go out wide to the outer side of the ground, and Coy will take the ball. He chips back into centre half forward to a loose Kyle Robertson. Robertson now. He has no one. He's going to take a bounce. He takes one. He takes 2 bounces now coming out the wing. He goes out wide looking for Fox again, I think.
Down the ground. That's undisciplined football.
So it goes down the ground. Nolan has the ball now right in front of the commentary position for East Geelong. He chips in and has Robertson. Kyle Robertson has the ball. Centre wing here at Richmond Crescent.
He's got better the further the game's gone.
He has. You've just took the words right out of my mouth. He's becoming a really good player.
Robertson to Murphy, a juggling mark, but he does control it just forward of centre. And East Geelong playing a very good quarter so far in this third quarter. Goes backwards. Finds Drew Lachlan, needs to keep it along the boundary in my view. Doesn't know where to go. Went very close to the man on the mark, does take it along the boundary, diving forward for East. Oh, that's off rank in this third quarter, and defending very, very well so far. There's the Rover got the tap forward, or coming through strongly was Savage. Can't take the footy with him, however. Excuse me. Comes out to Neville for Belmont Lions. Handball goes to, that was a block. Now the long kick comes from Carroll towards full forward. Numbers with East there. Can they take the footy? Yeah, Numbers win out. Lachlan goes a crack across the defensive goal to teammate in Bowman. And Bowman now just chips it out to Coy. Coy's played a great quarter, playing the loose man in defence and playing it absolutely perfectly. He's the right position, the right time. He's leading the troops. Oh, that's not such a good kick. And the mark too high has been stolen as the ball goes back to the full forward position for Belmont Lions. And Lachlan has taken the mark.
So Lachlan with the ball. Belmont lacking direction as they go forward at the moment. Lachlan looking for somewhere to go. He's going to come out to the commentary side of the ground. Ball comes forward looking for Ververs. Ververs has the ball. He'll paddle it across, and that will go
aimlessly in there. And East Geelong are getting the ball out without any trouble.
So throw in. Fisher gets the tap down. Neville can't robe it correctly. Ball comes out to Block again, I think. He gets the ball out. Goes back inside to Carroll. Carroll gets the kick off the foot. Going forward. Mark needed. Canavan couldn't take the mark, and the ball will be 8 goals, 1 to East Geelong, 7 goals, 10 on the 11-minute mark on the De Grande Cyclone Sports scoreboard. So ball's brought back in. Coy has the ball. He's going to use the boundary line, and the call came, but I think that is out of bounds. So Neville into attack for the Belmont Lions. It's a good kick right to the teeth of the square. But it's fallen over the back.
Luck's a fortune.
You don't mind at all, and that would be Ben Johnson. So the ball's fallen.
They're still alive.
There's just quite a bit happening off the footy, and I would imagine that a couple of players might need to be very careful. They'll find themselves having a night out, certainly. The ball in the middle, in dispute. Ball does come out, but just as quickly went back in. Umpire, a couple of players appealing for the free kick, not on, said the umpire. And,
Well, you're right, Eric, and I don't like their chances now with the Dennis Gilmore being chairman, I can tell you.
So in the middle, ball goes up again. No ruckman can get the tap down. East Geelong just a toe poke along the ground towards the half-forward line, and just numbers forcing it forward, East Geelong. Now they're attacking the footy. Finally comes out to Mawson, needs a runner and finds it in Robertson. Robertson, long handball over the top. Players running back into position.
We've got someone down here.
Murphy.
Josh Carroll's down.
So Murphy goes towards half forward. Good contest there at ground level. East come forward. The kick, Ververs can't get... Oh, great tackle. That's dropping the footy. Terrific tackle, Ververs on his countenance. Neville, both number 17. Great tackle. Too far out to score, I'd suggest, but I would think he should be going for the goal square, surely. He's done just that. It's a big kick off the boot. The wind's taking it across. Only a man going for his rank and takes the mark just inside the field of play. Just chips it short over the top. Closter reads it well, dives on the footy. Can he get it out? He can't. Now the players dive on him. Umpires letting it go. Players do get it out. Too much of a scrum. So at the 14-minute mark of the third quarter, Belmont 9.
Score quickly and get it out of this East Geelong defence. Fisher gets the tap down, rove by East Geelong. That was Mawson. Mawson shrugs the tackle, gets the kick, heads down forward, and it was a mark to Cameron, not quite, off hands.
He got him a bit high, I think.
Cameron will get that, I think. It was put his body in, a good attempt by Cameron. Belmont has the ball. Calls to move it quickly, and that's what they need to do, and that was a poor kick, and Ryan Coy, the man of the moment, on the half-forward flank for East Geelong. Holds the ball up again, so they're really holding on to possession of the ball, winding the clock down. He goes to Mawson. Mawson taps the ball over, and that will run out of bounds in front of the East Geelong coach's box on the outer side of the ground.
There's a Belmont player down there, and the East Geelong trainer, Davey Mewett, went straight to him because the Belmont boys didn't see it. So, Davey Mewett, you're a good sport, mate.
Ball comes back
Tommy
in.
Perrott pretty wrapped in the game. He's out of his box and he's giving quite a bit of instruction out there.
They're doing a good job, East. They're really locking Belmont down. So the ball, scrum of players. Ball comes loose now. That looks like Rankin again. He's going to get a long kick down, but Robertson will intercept on the wing for East Geelong. So Robertson, he's really come into the game in this second half. He's worked into it more and more as the day's gone on. He's going to chip in board looking for Fox. Fox takes the ball in the centre of the ground. Again, chipping the ball back out. He'll go back to Robertson. They're going to play kick to kick as the ball works up the ground. Goes out wide looking for Coy. Go directly across the ground. So on the outer wing side of the ground now. Ryan Coy. He will chip forward looking for Closter. Closter, ball is spoilt. Comes to the Belmont hands. They need a long kick, and the long kick they get into the teeth of goal. There's no one home for them. Whoever's going to be quickest leading for the race to the ball here. And Cormac Evans will be that man, and he will run the ball.
And forward line.
Belmont 9-2, lead East 7-10. The Grandy Cyclone Sport second quarter scoreboard. The short chip in for East Geelong once again, and they're just playing possession footy. Two Belmont Lions players crash into one another going for the mark there and allow East Geelong the free possession. The ball kicked towards centre wing. Reading it well on that occasion was block for the Belmont Lions. Goes inboard, looking for and finding Cowland. Cowland now, just a little chip pass, and they've come undone. That's a terrible effort at getting the football on that occasion. That was by Jake Mawson. Didn't bend the back to pick the footy up, but they've got out of trouble. East as Belmont have kicked it very, very wide for them. And again, in front of the erstwhile sponsors who are having a great afternoon here at Richmond Crescent, the ball will be thrown in once again. 17 and a half minutes gone in the quarter. Belmont lead East Geelong 9-2 to 7-10.
Ball comes in. Ball comes to Cowland. Cowland gets tackled off the ball. Again, a ton of players coming over the top of the ball, and the umpire says, give it.
Just a little bit, mate.
All right, 990,000 then. So the throw up again comes in. Fisher can't get the tap out. Ball comes down, though, to Carroll. Carroll gets a handball inboard. And once again, the ball will be...
All on the other side, nearly.
All on the other side, making a squint. So ball comes in once again. Mayer trying to get the ball. And again, a ton of players just fall over the top of the ball. Very hard to pick any of them out. The ball still coming off hands, and once again, 750.
Well, when you talk about class sides and class football, you don't always talk about beautiful passing, handball, kicking, foot skills and that. They've actually used their class to bottle this right up, and credit to Tom Perrott for working that out at half-time.
So the ball came back in, Waldendale. It went straight to ground, and the umpire, Greg Cullen, will ball the ball up. Half-forward flank for the Belmont Lions, trying to get into attack here in this third quarter.
But it does send out the challenge to Paul Negro to see if he can do pretty much the same in the last quarter.
Indeed it does. So ball comes down. Rogers tries to shake the tackle. Ball comes out to Carroll, I think it might have been. He goes forward now. Bowman gets the ball. He breaks the tackle, but he's under siege from the Belmont Lions boys. Comes to Coy. Coy chips into Hayden Ververs. Ververs goes round one. He gives to Brad Coy. A ball comes back in now to Ververs. Ververs goes right across the ground.
He's going to kick it out in the full. Yes, he has.
So he's gone across the face of goal. Tip for young players, as they say. You learn that in the under-14s.
Oh.
Chip kick from Pickett comes in. It's a bad chip kick. And Belmont, East Geelong will relieve pressure, but they've done it again. Out of bounds on the foot. So Williams with the ball. 50-metre mark. He's going to have a look. That's a terrible
Well, he
kick
ran
in
too
there.
close to the man on the mark.
So the ball comes in. That will be Mawson, Jake Mawson. He gets a handball away. He goes to Bowman. He skids it along the ground, just stays in play, and the ball will run out. Ververs can't keep it in occasionally. So ball thrown in now. Ruckman fly for it. Closter tries to take it out of the ruck, but the ball comes down to Cowlin. Cowlin snaps high, goes to the top of the square. Big punch on play, and the ball on sport.
So ball out of bounds. Deep in the attacking area for Belmont Lions. That's, rushing through there was...
Rogers, I think. Was it?
That looked like Cat.
Offensively from East Geelong, but they've done a magnificent job this quarter in keeping Belmont to a minimum.
So back in the middle. As Andrew mentioned, 22 minutes now gone in the quarter. Up high as the tap down for Belmont goes to Rogers. He's bumped as he kicks the footy, attacking it and coming through strongly on that occasion was Savage for East Geelong. Now they go forward to spark them into...
What's going on there?
I don't know what's happened there.
Well, there's something happened behind the play because it did's not 10. And no way he ran 15. I can bank on that.
So Pickett now gets the free kick for Belmont Lions. Towards half forward. East Geelong taking the ball toward the boundary if they can. This Canterman tried to crash the pack. Hasn't got the strength to go there. Rankin taken under the footy by Ververs. Handball to Coy Ryan. Now he's got out in the open. Now East Geelong, if they can get the footy, has Robertson now. He's not game to run at all. Gets a handball over to Murphy. Murphy now just to control it. A lovely chip, but doesn't go far enough. The tackle high was Ververs, surely. And free kick against Rankin on that occasion. Ververs accepts the free kick. That's pretty negative. Goes backwards to the handball. Now a little chip to Murphy, and they could sit here for the rest of the quarter, I'd imagine, East Geelong.
Well, it wouldn't hurt him to do that.
So now Murphy, that's a better kick, better control. Finds Savage. Still on the flank. Savage goes inboard again, finds Lachlan. So East just possessing the footy at the moment. Now they decide Lachlan goes long, and it is a long kick. In good position. He dropped the mark. Goodness gracious, that was the opportunity for East.
He did everything right.
Comes to Rankin, goes out wide, over the top of his teammate. Now the boundary umpire will say, ball about to be thrown in. 24 minutes gone in the quarter.
So Fisher will come over the top. He'll get the ball down. Goes to Mawson. Mawson comes out to Fox. Run on now is Chalice. He'll take one bounce. Thinks about a second, but chips to Murphy, and Murphy will not mark on his chest. Well spoilt. Rankin will take the ball out of bounds. Just as good for East to have an out of bounds at this point in time of the game. So ball comes in. Goes right over the back. The wind takes it. Robertson gets the handball. Comes out to Cameron. Cameron goes across to Mawson. Mawson goes into the middle to Captain Ryan Coy, and he's dead centre of the ground and looking for that chip kick. He's looking for a short lead. Goes long, though. Looking out the back for Robertson or Ververs. Goes over the top. Says Robertson was pushed in the back. and he will get the free. I don't know if that was a push in the back where I come from, Grub.
No, I think he's
The
just
benefits
dropped
of
away a
being in
bit.
front.
He might be getting a bit tired, this bloke, Dung Dorling, because he umpired beautifully early. He's made a couple of errors this quarter.
So the ball's came to Mawson and gone inbound to Closter. He puts his head right over the top of the ball. Probably deserves something out of that. Very courageous move by Closter. He cannot get the ball out, though. And
Should
the
have taken
umpire,
the mark in the first place, I reckon.
he probably should have.
And havoc with those marking over. Lucas Murphy drops one. It's playing havoc, I can tell you, because he don't drop many.
So Fisher gets the punch, but well roved by Robertson. Robertson goes to Chalice. He takes a bounce, but stuffs it up completely. Goes back to Robertson. He'll clean up the mess. He centres the ball, gets tackled as he kicks it, goes to the top of the square. East Geelong, Belmont need to defend vigorously here, or East Geelong are going to get a goal. They do that.
Apply that tackle, that was a goal.
That was a goal. It was looking like a goal. Murphy gets the tap down in the ruck contest. Ball comes out to Cowland. Cowland can't get the ball free for Belmont. Handball comes out. That's Closter. Closter defends, goes one,
it's
goes
holding
round
the ball.
two.
He's getting
No,
a free
he's getting
kick for height.
Extremely important goal for East Geelong because it could spell the death note for East, but he cannot.
He's got it, I think.
That wind.
I think
Can
he's
he
got
control
it.
that wind?
No, he's got it.
Yes, he can. That's a great goal by
Minutes gone in the quarter, guys. Only 3 goals for the quarter, so there's a possibility not that long to play in the quarter. So,
Well,
a great quarter for East Geelong.
Wouldn't matter anyway with KO in the thing, eh?
And they've won the. There
Oh,
it is.
there you go. Well done, KO. Shortest quarters.
Well,
the first and third.
There you go. I picked it at 3/4 time. It is 3/4 time. East Geelong 8 goals, 10, 48. Trail now by 4 points, 10-62 Belmont Lions. Goal kickers for the first 3 quarters for East Geelong. 2 to Closter, 1 each to Chalice, Manson, Jake, Murphy, Bowman, Savage and Fernandez. And for Belmont Lions, 3 to each of Logan, Johnson and Smith, and 1 to Chris Canavan. Just repeating, 3/4 time here at Richmond Crescent, our match of the day. Belmont Lions 10-62, just ahead of East Geelong 8-10-48. We'll go to a break. When we return, we'll have the thoughts of Andrew Downey and Grubby Cations on that all-important third quarter. Tune to 94.7 The Pulse.
Where they had to bottle them up to win this game.
Well, the bloke behind the play was Coy and did a fantastic job, I reckon. And
Well, we said Drew Lachlan was one of their number 1 defenders, and he's the actual guy that's standing on Freddie Logan at the moment.
yes, so he's done a very good job. Well, the siren sounded. We're in the final quarter, our match of the day. Ball comes down from the tap. Nobody can get it clear just yet. Player over the ball. Belmont Lions. Umpire says play on, get it out if you can. And East finally come out with it, but don't get very far. Cameron, a little flick up there to Chalice, and Chalice, he's run 100 yards, but he's put the ball on the boot. Magnificent effort from Andrew Chalice. I don't know how he didn't get pinged for running.
You don't want umpires spoiling good play like that, though. That's fair enough.
Classy looking play, wasn't it?
Oh, it was beautiful football.
So back in the middle, only a minute into the quarter, and East have hit the front. And can they go on from here? Up high. Good tap down by Bolton. He's done very well in the ruck against a taller opponent, but Belmont Lions get the clearance from the middle. It is at centre half forward. Where's Fred? Can't get to the footy. He's chopped out of it again. Comes out wide to Lachlan. Here's a chip pass, a control pass. Finds his teammate in Cameron, and Cameron takes the mark. Back into the corridor. You're going to have to work hard and can't take the mark. On that occasion, Fernandez. Now it's come to centre wing at the drop of the footy. East Geelong through Chalice. He's done pretty well. He gets the handball out. East Geelong handball again. Ververs. Handball.
Right in front of the broadcast position, we have Bolton and Fisher going for the ball. Ball again, the wind takes the ball away. Neither ruckman contests the ball, goes straight to the ground. Pack of players fall on it. Chalice comes up with it. He tries to break the tackle. Below the whistle, Fisher looking for the tap, but Bolton gets the tap. Comes to Closter. Closter has a bit of space. Takes 2 steps. Takes a long kick forward, looking for Murphy. Straight to his chest. That's classic East Geelong play, using the advantage of this wind. So tap from Bolton to Closter, straight down Murphy's throat. He would be 35, 40 metres out, pretty much directly in front.
A bold move, Grubby. Murphy was running full tilt to a ball kick 50 metres.
He knew it was
hit
coming.
and it hit it full ball.
He knew it was coming, and it was a magnificent kick by Closter.
Bread and butter kick for Lucas Murphy. That's how he kicked 100 goals last year. Straight
Minutes, and let's hope that they can put on a contest now for the rest of the quarter. Oh, gee, ruck contest a little bit untidy. Ball comes clear for East Geelong, and they're doing well in the middle breaks now. They're not able to break it clear, however, and ball back into the centre circle. And umpire has received the ball, put it in the air. Has the good tap there for East Geelong by Bolton, and running through with the flight was Robertson, is it? No, it's Verbers. In fact, Verbers picks it up. Now a control kick to the pocket, looking for Closter, but and perhaps that's a magnificent kick from the boundary. As
an even better mark on the goal square.
Well, it's just in the goal square or just beside it. He's played on quickly, Lucas Murphy, and 2 in a minute for Murphy.
And so, no, he's been terrific all day.
So back in the middle, and Bolton's done very well in this quarter from the tap down. This time beaten, goes to Rankin. Rankin for Belmont Lions, goes towards Logan.
Come on, Freddie.
And, Logan beaten to the ball there by Lachlan, and maybe, and I think by that time Lachlan had the
cut
run
across,
on him anyway. Yes. So the tap down for Belmont. It's there's a bit of information down 9. Black Caviar's won 20 in a row. Not a bad effort, Grubby, if you're a horse person.
Well, it is, and Fred's just given us that news, but I could have told him that last Wednesday that he was going to win that.
So for $10, I've got 2 cents back.
Oh, did you? Well done.
Good, your shout after the game.
So the ball for East Geelong goes towards half forward. Attacking the footy there was Bowman, and East now quickly into the forward 50. Oh, running with the...
Great play.
But it just didn't get clear, unfortunately, on that occasion, their young fella. But it is almost in the goal square for East Geelong. Belmont now trying desperately to defend it. They can't do so. It's picked up by Chalice, and that's his second goal for the quarter. And
Corayo 7 goals 10, trailing North Geelong 16-13. Bannockburn 14-17. The Fiji are leading Geelong West 5 goals 6. Anarchy 17-13, leading Winchelsea 3-9, and as I say, full time at Thompson, a boil over 9-11.
The full forward area for East Geelong, and now back towards the half forward flank, and we've got the ball out of bounds, about to come in. 8.5 minutes gone, final quarter. Roving the pack pretty well. Unfortunately, couldn't get away. A wet sail here. They've kicked 4 goals in 8 minutes, and threatening to kick a few more. Rankin, back of the pack, tried to pick the footy up and go, but he's tackled immediately. Stacks on the mill. I thought he was going to play hold the ball.
No, he didn't drag it in, and well umpired that time.
He had no prior opportunity at all on that occasion.
These boys tried to con him, but he was too good for him.
So the tap down, great tap down from Bolton. As I said before, done very well in this second half against the taller opponents. Now, 262.
Well, he's a substitute umpire, this bloke. He's done a really good job.
He has done a good job. Ball comes out to Closter, running through centre half forward. He goes for goal now. Murphy's back there. Will tussle on. Will be rushed through, or Bowman's got his foot to it.
No, it's through.
No, rushed through. The run of the score there, 12-11-85, is East Geelong to Belmont Lions 10-2-62. Smith's Blood Suzuki scoreboard as Belmont brings the ball back in. Ball goes to hands, comes to ground now. I couldn't see, I think it was Bound, couldn't get the ball out there. Eventually gets a handball. Ball works up around the wing. Smith has the ball. He tries to shake off 1-2. Ball gets dispossessed. Coming to Closter, I think it was. It comes in board now. Belmont Lions through Perry get the ball. Perry goes looking for...
Oh, good tackle.
Who was that? That was Carroll. Carroll was tackled off the ball, but wasn't part. Go to Williams. Williams kicks out wide to Belmont Lions on the wing. Go forward now, but that's a terrible kick. Terrible kick, and I think that's in the hands of Dahl on the back flank for East Geelong. He comes in looking for Robertson, but another horrible kick. I think the first spits of rain are coming out there. Brad Coy tries to get the ball, but it's chipped forward. Freddie Logan running onto it. He can't. He goes wide around the ball and leaves it to Jess Ward, but Ward can't get the kick. Comes to Belmont, they will leave across the ground and come out to the commentary side of the ground. Comes inbound, looking for Jake Mawson. He gets the ball, comes out wide to Ververs. Ververs has time, has a look upfield. He is looking for Cameron.
But he looks very ordinary when he hasn't.
It's a very accurate observation, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't has no defensive
Ball.
part of his game at all.
Ball comes in. Perry will get the knockdown. He gives that off to Rankin. Rankin comes to Neville. Neville chips inboard. So they're working hard, Belmont, but for not a lot of effect. Comes to Brad Coy. He goes to Dale. Dale bombs the ball long, looking for Chalice, but he can't take the ball, and Mayer will take the mark at true centre-half back for Belmont Lions.
Like his game.
He goes out wide, and it is Carroll leading for the race for the ball. I thought Carroll was shot before the way he went down injured, but he's up and alive. Lachlan running for the ball for East Geelong in the outer side, so it's travelled into Belmont's forward half, just inside the 50. Lachlan gets the ball. He comes out to Fox. Fox goes across to Robertson, who comes out to Ververs, and again they will bring it out on the commentary side of the ground, the outer side of the ground for East Geelong. So Ververs' kick is a kick to touch.
Grubby Ververs, but his disposal lets him down, doesn't it?
Look, he hasn't been good with it. And normally he's not a bad little left foot kick, but he's been. Maybe the wind's he's very light. He might not be able to get a good go at it.
The ball back in the back pocket for East Geelong, picked up by Robinson to Ververs. That's better. Got it by hand. Umpires paid advantage. East Geelong now have handball. That's a dangerous kick. The back of the pack, Chalice runs onto the footy, picks it up. You've got a player loose across the ground. Looks like it is Popel. Popel now out to the lead there of Coy. Ryan Coy turns quickly in towards centre half forward. Punch clear comes for Belmont Lions. It's back to Popel. He goes into looking for Murphy. Unfortunately, filling the space in front of him is Perry. And, that's an atrocious kick from Perry into the goal square. He's going to have to take it through. Before they lead Belmont Lions 10-62. Smiths, Holden, Blood, Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard, 14 minutes gone.
So the ball has gone out to visit the sponsors for the first time in a while, as they've been favouring this side of the ground. And that will be Williams. It is getting dark.
It is.
Very hard to see that outer side of the ground. Rankin went over the top as the third man up and got the tap down, then tries to rove his own ball. Carroll inside for Belmont. He can't get the ball out. Below the whistle umpire, indeed he does. The clubroom side of the ground. Ball goes up. Bolton will fly and get that. Dave Hewitt, thank you very much. The weatherman says it's about to rain. We've seen that, Dave. Ball comes to Robertson.
He's getting clever, isn't he?
Yeah, he goes to Ververs. He comes out wide now. Is that the Chris Fox, I think, has got the ball. He stops and has a look. Takes one bounce, takes two bounces. It was Jacob Nolan, in fact. The umpire
didn't take any bounces.
He didn't take any bounces. Pink. Ground to get cut up. It's in such good nick now.
Oh, that's 50 metres.
No, he did not within 5 metres.
He was touching him.
So the ball now at centre half forward for Belmont Lions. So they need a goal is an understatement. Handball comes out to Ververs. Ververs goes for the handball to Closter. Closter has one bounce. No left foot, so turns back into trouble. On the right foot goes to middle of the ground. That's a good controlled kick and finds a teammate in Fernandez. Fernandez slows it down. Now goes long to forward 50. I would have thought Murphy might have got a free kick from the back there, but he's put a great tackle on the player with the footy. Coy can't pick it up, and very scrambly football on the forward 50. Pickett kicks it off the ground for Belmont Lions, only as far as Popel. He's put down without the footy uncomfortably as the ball thrown in, half forward flank. Dale gets the tap down, east at ground level, doing much better now, much cleaner, and that's a great mark.
Didn't pay.
Not paid. Gee, I thought pretty clear cut as the ball goes out to half-back flank for Belmont again. Back into the corridor, dangerous, but it's come off for them as Atkinson. He comes out wide looking for Neville. Neville gets the footy, not too sure where to go from here. Decides to handball back, and the kick goes forward.
There's a nest of eagles there.
It is all East Geelong, and poor old Fred Logan, 1 out against 3. Not much chance at all on that occasion. Now the long kick going to, it's kick to kick at the moment. The ball has come back to Timothy Block, half-back flank, and there's a few East Geelong boys starting to look a bit weary, but that's kicked off, touched off the boot. Ververs, good spoil on Neville as the ball comes toward the boundary. and it's forced over for a throw-in.
Didn't come off the knee then, did it?
Just about 17 minutes gone, final quarter, 12-12 East, 10-2 Belmont Lions.
I think there's a few boys blowing hard here as the ball comes
good trick
back into
that.
play.
You just bounce a bloke into the fence and say, sorry, mate.
That was Carroll with the ball. Carroll goes forward to a contest. Oh, big hip and shoulder to Mawson. He goes down. Carroll gets up, says player advantage, says the umpire. Ball comes out to Rogers. Rogers goes long, looking for a lead, and he has it, I think, in Fisher, the big ruckman. And Fisher has the ball about 40 metres out from goal for the Belmont Lions. It's probably in kicking distance. The wind has abated a little bit. So Fisher lines up for goal now. A big roost. That's not going to make the distance. Comes to the 5 metre square. Logan flies high. But that was a great mark to Drew Lachlan, and that is why he's probably East's #1 backman.
He's been good today, too.
He has indeed. He chips out wide now. Ball stolen, though, by Cowland.
Advantage rule.
Advantage rule.
I mean, can you get advantage? Like, he got the free kick and went in front of the mark and then got up and kept going. I would say he has to...
If he wants to continue, they pay advantage if he's not tagged.
I didn't think you could do that.
So the ball comes out now to Fox. Fox chips the ball to Robertson. He's
Back.
well tackled though, but the umpire says high. He signalled the wrong way again, but the ball will go to Robertson, who's had a really, really good second half. He goes right across the ground to Lachlan. What's the umpire called? Nothing?
Whistles blown
There's not a
everywhere.
whistle blown on play. He's called 50.
No, he's giving a 50.
Back with Robertson, he's called a 50-metre penalty. So he likes giving a 50, this bloke Dorling, doesn't he?
Look, I've got a funny feeling it's from the non-controlling umpire again, is it?
Yeah, he likes to override. Ball gets chipped into Closter from the reset. So Robertson to Closter. Closter dead centre of the ground as the conditions really get dark here. I think it's going to pour. He handballs over the top to Robertson, who goes long looking for Murphy. Murphy against two. Flies, can't take the ball. And the ball will be... it's kept in play. Comes out to the wing. Mayer leading for Belmont Lions in the race for the ball in front of the old nets. He gets a handball. Probably taken a little bit high. Kicks off the ground, Mayer keeping control. He's done that well. He's done that very well, really. I think an out of bounds effort for Mayer was quite a good effort on his part there.
So all he wanted, I think. He had nothing to kick to further up the ground, but East Geelong players, so a pretty good effort. So now in front of our broadcast position at the 20-minute mark, final quarter, very, very dark. It's seeming to be very, very wet before long. Closter through the pack to Vervis by hand, over to Mawson. Mawson on the left foot. Players attack the footy. It's half-forward flank. Good tackle there for East Geelong by Spencer, but the ball, it's still in play. As the ball back to middle of the ground, only player there is Robertson for East Geelong. There's another player loose in the middle of the ground, and it's all East Geelong at the moment as Evans now goes much wider again. Oh, great mark, almost roving. It is Coy. Great roving. Handball over to Dale, back to Coy. Over another one to Fox. Now Fox the long kick to full forward. Murphy's in front of about 7. Can't take the mark, and Belmont Lions with numbers. Oh, player took him on. That would have been holding the ball, but he got clear with the handball. Now the little chip pass. Oh, terrific work there by Buck. They're working very, very hard late in the game, East Geelong, as they should. And 21 minutes, it is 12-12 East Geelong, 10-2 Belmont Lions.
Ball comes into a huddle, taken to ground. Mawson picks up the ball. He's chipped it out of the middle.
That was
he's chipped it out of the middle. Murphy's jumped on it. He's got over.
Hard to see the players, isn't it?
How far East Geelong is going to be the question. The big fella Fisher's gone missing. It's left Rankin to take the ruck against Bolton. Bolton gets the tap out. He's going to get a handball back off his own work. He's going to kick forward, and that's a great mark. I think Belmont have just about lost the 40 metres out, and a slight angle. This one's there for the taking if he wishes.
He
starts it out there, and he started that out beautifully. That was a great kick from top.
The squall there has taken the ball very, very wide. Pickett picks the ball up for Belmont Lions, goes towards half forward, but it is got a bit of opposition somewhere.
Fred just said the rain's washed us away.
Oh.
He must have lost the signal.
Must have. Here it comes now, the rain. Oh, well, just for the tally now, are we, boys? So ball comes to East Geelong. Comes back out. I think Fox might have had the ball then. He goes forward. Picked up by Gloucester, is it? Chalice, sorry, it was, as the rain starts to fall there at East Geelong, looking for Lucas Murphy. He was one out. Ball gets tapped away. Jesse Mawson at the fall of the ball. Strong tackle, and Greg Cullen says, give it to me. It is a ball up. No. To go the good old power off and power on. Could always work.
Well, if you can get hold of him, tell him to put a bit of status quo, because this is rubbish what he's got on here. You might have to sing, Andrew.
Reboot the.
We've lost the
Well, it's nice. We'll have an early end too. It's a pity they finished so well. We could have gone and watched the last quarter of Thompson and Bell Post. They've been finished in half an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
The on-off's at the back, I think, Andrew, isn't it? Yeah, it should automatically dial, Andrew, if we've turned it off.
Yeah.